Good point.
Yeah, he has reports on the current state of affairs, and who knows when Eclipse is going to be caught up to this whole scene. Because as I recall, oh my god, didn't we end up arriving before we left?
That's true.
Yeah, but we got over that, like, before we even landed on the planet. Void travels slow.
That's true, but Glidewell also traveled here. He left ahead of us, and well, okay, we don't know that he traveled here, but he's somewhere close enough that they can be in communication with him about events that have transpired after we arrived.
Or he has access to an astropath. He has access to telepathic communications.
Even telepathic communications have a speed limit, don't they?
They do, yes.
I mean, I'm not sure how much of this I know in character, but my understanding was we couldn't even use astropathic messages from some places where we were without waiting a couple of years to hear back.
For years, that would be quite the distance.
Okay, but we haven't been here for months, have we?
No. Although, we are still talking a scale of, like, minutes to hours to days, and then you start getting to things like months and years. It is possible that he is not in system. Possible.
Well, how long have we been in orbit?
You know, I don't feel like it's been that long. I know that a lot of stuff has happened.
I feel like we've probably been in orbit on this planet, like, less than a week or so, something like that. Maybe 2 weeks.
That feels right to me.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Which, 2 weeks?
There's somewhere between less than a week and 2 weeks, because we didn't take all that much time off between doing ridiculous things.
But so, you guys are basking in the glory of your victory over the Rebel Tau and capturing the last high-ranking human official on the planet.
Next stop, Tau spaceship.
And you begin to receive reports.
What is this? What is going on?
Reports?
Yes. Some transmissions that you are picking up. It seems that after the Tau left to make arrangements to assist you in the battles that had occurred, someone struck their headquarters. Whilst you guys were engaging in aerial battles and storming the front gates of a manor with a tank, and capturing a planetary governor, the Tau, who had been coordinating their efforts to assist you, were apparently surprised by a small strike force bearing the equipment of the Rebel Tau human sympathizers. To make a long story short, it appears that the Ethereal is dead.
That is not good news.
He burned to death. He burned to death and he screamed while he did it.
Romeo is conflicted by sadness of not getting as much money as he wants, and karma for all the people that just died because they didn't want to tell us some information.
Mike, you don't need to sound so gleeful about it.
It was so brutal.
It was so horrible. Like
And then-
his Fire Warrior commander was blind for most of it, so he didn't see it. But he was reaching around for the commander guy, just like
He's like, Aurel.
it was ennui.
Yeah.
I think it was.
And then as he was reaching around blindly for the ethereal, I was shooting pulse rifle shots into his head. He's just horribly scarred and disfigured at this point.
He was on fire.
Oh, the ethereal commander? No, sorry, the tower commander?
The normal guy. His face is fucked, isn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah, it's not on fire. He's just completely fucked, though. I threw a hallucinated grenade into a group of like 60 towers as we were leaving, and I don't know what happened.
God, that's the worst part of gaming with you, is you remember my tactics.
Yeah, man. The first thing we did was get hallucinogen grenades.
We were outnumbered in the command center by I think it was
There's three Earth casts each side, 3 Fire Warriors in the middle, the
2 water
Ethereal
casts.
and the Commander, and 2 Water casts. Versus us 2.
And the commander had his crisis suit waiting, but he wasn't inside of it.
But it was waiting. They didn't get in it though.
Good God.
Yeah, the fight opened with lobbing a flashbang and lobbing a hallucinogen grenade, and basically the effects of those disabled everything in the room for the entire fight.
And then, then when we killed the Ethereal, everyone freaked out.
Yeah, I didn't know this at first, and then I was looking at the ethereal stats midway through the fight. Apparently, if Tau witnessed the death of an ethereal, that they all have to make a fear minus 30 check.
That's so funny.
And, most Tau having NPC stats don't have more than 30 willpower. So,
It's good to know that though.
Yeah, long story short, the Fire Warriors ended up blindly firing all over the room, killing everyone while laughing psychotically.
I honestly do not know what is going to happen now.
Yeah, a lot of murder.
Well, you can certainly tell from the reports that you're receiving that the Firecast are displeased with this course of events.
I mean, as I recall, they told me they were handling the protection end of events, so... Didn't they tell me that they could handle that, and that they didn't need any of our troops?
That sucks for them, but from where I'm sitting, this has very little to do with us. They were attacked by separatist sympathizers on their turf with their security. I'm sorry, you guys suck at defense.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
tell
no egg
this
on our
to-
face from it, but it's going to make things harder.
I don't tell this to them, but Romeo's a little bitter right now, so he's kind of like, sorry for being shitty, guys. Sorry, not sorry.
I don't know, it's going to make convincing the other Tau to work with us harder. But I can see your perspective.
Yeah, Denham's just gonna be grumbly about it because it makes what we needed to do more difficult, and that means more work.
But okay. So that is the state of affairs that you have found yourselves left with at the moment.
Sounds like shoot.
But we do have the governor.
You do have the governor. He is there, and you have convinced him through Gaius's wonderful socializing that it is his fault, or rather the fault of those who supported the Tau, that demonic incursions happened, because obviously supporting Xenos is heresy, and heresy brings demons, so, clearly that's why there was demons.
Clearly.
Technically true with Glidewell and his freaking demon Groot.
Certainly supporting evidence.
Long story short, it was a very good play on the fact that Imperial citizens don't know shit about shit. And they don't actually know what causes demons.
Well, if we want to keep rolling with this here propaganda we set ourselves up to, maybe go and hunt some Kroot's not a bad call.
Well, we already have, video basically pulling that point.
True.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, are you looking to kill some Kroot, or are you looking to see if we can get some information on Glidewell?
I was looking to make ourselves demon-slaying heroes to the people by killing some Kroot.
We definitely already have that, the one that popped out of that dude. Or the several that popped out of that dude.
Although your point is also totally valid, of get them for information.
Well, I can support a Kroot hunt for the moment.
I mean, we still have a whole bunch of salvage to look at and a bunch of people to rescue.
We have rescues to make?
Yeah, all the people that got shot down in the dogfight against that big old Tau ship were still shot down. That never got resolved.
Okay,
I thought we were
after the shit with the ethereal and stuff like that, we really and with Catherine and everything that's going down, we really need to keep an eye on the guy that we have right now, because he's probably next. And right now, he's our biggest ally on the other side.
Depends on who we think it is. If we actually think that it's not Inquisition, then yeah. But if we think it is Inquisition, then well, actually, no, you're probably right about that, because the Inquisition want to kill him for heresy.
I mean, at this point, we have at least one opposing force that will probably want him dead because we think he's still alive, right?
I think
I'm
you
just
guys.
saying that after the ethereal died, if those Tau suddenly want revenge against the rebels because they thought, and this guy was on the other side of that now we have them dealing with anger towards him.
Alright, so here's my thinking. For his protection crew, we want some people, the most trusted people we can get, okay? The people who we are most sure are not agents for anyone else. And I'm not sure what kind of metric we would have for that, but in any case, about 20 of those people, one of the bridge team, and if anyone doesn't volunteer, I'll be forced to pick someone. But if anyone thinks that their talents would be especially suited to the job, and
For
finally,
what, sorry?
For guarding this guy against any sort of incursion.
Hodor can do it.
I feel like it should be a two-person crew on that. One to guard.
I'm the
other
most perceptual. Is there a word for that?
Well, my intent is to do this, okay?
Perceptive. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Put some crew around him that are basically going to be the people who are there all the time, and then fill out the group with a shitload of murder servitors that are programmed for everyone there and active. Because I don't think that they would suffer the same kind of effects from hallucinogen and flashbang grenades, and quite frankly, no one who's not on the list should be going in there. And I know we couldn't program them for the whole crew, but a small group who isn't going to be changing over time. shouldn't have that same problem.
The only other problem with murder servitors, though, is that from what we can tell, at least one person involved with the dealings knows how to use tech well. So they might, if they can get into like the.
Well, you don't know about the assassination.
We know that like cameras went down in specific places at specific times. That means somebody got.
Yeah, but you don't know that those two events are connected.
Why would we suspect that those two events aren't connected?
Because
I mean, like, I get what you're saying, but we're taking precautions, which means we're trying to expect every event.
I mean, look, if someone has a better, more secure plan than that, I'm all ears. That's just my first shot at the issue.
Why don't you just take him around with us wherever we go? I mean,
because
something more safer than where we are.
We're basically bullet magnets.
Well, put him in a tank then.
True.
Just have him as in the tank. Nothing can kill him then.
Nothing that wouldn't kill a tank.
Yeah. Is there many things that can do that?
Except all the things that can do that.
That are on this planet?
I think we just killed a lot of the things that could kill a tank on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they had at least one thing previously that could kill a tank that we didn't know about.
I mean, if we're really getting into it, the best place to put him on is a ship, and just have it in space, because nothing here is spacefaring.
Like a shuttle or something?
Yeah, we've thoroughly destroyed everything spacefaring, and the only thing you can get out of
that, Glidewell promised to ferry Tau in.
Truth.
If he's not here, he has the capability to be here.
Yeah, we could get jumped in space.
That's the other thing I'm worrying about, is we're in no shape to have a space battle.
I mean, luckily, Glidewell just wants to kill you, and actually wants to keep the Zennith.
Yes, that's I mean, for the rest of you, yeah, that is better, and I shouldn't downplay that, but
no, what I mean is
we're
that
saying that there's less of a chance that Zennith would get knocked out.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't come in and jump the Zennith. He probably wanted to like at least do some kind of strike team or something. But even if so, like, we can try to call him out and then just murder him. Although he's smart enough to probably not go for it. But the point is, I don't see a Glidewell. I don't.
Okay, well, fucking. Where was I going with that?
You're sick of all of this talking and you want to punch something?
No, I'm just, I don't know, I think we should, field, like, 400 or 500 person strike team and take over the ship next. The ship on the ground. Get together as many people as we can, and then just...
I don't think we should just assault it. I think we could just quite easily just through propaganda and just turn them against the Tau. Or
Well,
just make them do the work for us.
What does their leadership structure look like? Because we took out all of the human elements already, haven't we?
Yes.
Oh, did they have ethereals on their side?
No. Apparently,
they're fucked. I mean,
so
I don't
they
know
have
that
no
in character.
ethereals, they have no human leadership.
Aren't ethereals the only thing that keep Tau together?
I mean, the Tau had governments back during the time of the Montau. They just civil warred incessantly, and were basically murderous assholes.
Yeah, so it wasn't very effective.
Yeah, but I think in this case the Fire Warriors are so like obviously in power that it might not happen.
That was for knowledge about Tau social structures.
At the very least, you're aware of the caste systems, and that the ethereals are always at the top of it.
Not always.
As far as
I didn't
we're
roll
aware.
like 6 successes, so
I mean, regardless, if you want to assail these people or do whatever we're doing, step one still seems to be
I mean, how much?
scavenge the wreckage of all the airships and find people.
How much longer would it take
Sample.
to get rid of the to turn the entire planet against the Tau when we can just like assault the ship and have it in a day with like a 400?
you're assuming that it would just go according to plan, but they had at least
The last time we assaulted something, you were crying that you had half HP, and we lost like almost half of our air fleet. So yeah,
that's on you, man. You're the pilot.
I mean,
okay,
it's
Mike,
on the ethereals for not telling us shit, but they're dead now. So
yeah, the point is that we didn't get all the information we needed. We don't know what they have in reserve. We don't know how they fortified their ship, either while it was in space or since they've arrived.
We don't need to know. We know that we outnumber them at this point.
well, no, we don't.
How many mutants can you scrape together? How many of your people are you willing to put on the front lines for this?
As many as I can scrape together. I think last time it was about 400 or 500.
Yeah, and they literally died in the opening of the assault, and the only reason why you're able to assault the seed, you're able to assault the palace, is because you had 2 tanks.
No. I'm talking about the orc battle, and I only brought 30 mutants with me, for the other thing.
They all literally died before you came to the palace.
Yeah, because they weren't.
Yeah,
it was but
because they're good. They're good at fighting, right?
I mean.
They're
so good at
hand-to-hand fighting. But the thing is that if we assault their ship, they're going to bring out every heavy weapon against us that we haven't seen yet and that nobody else has either. Because they were saving it.
Crisis suits, and plus the ship still has turrets. We're specifically orbiting on the other side of the planet to make sure their ship can never shoot at us, but we don't know whether its guns are functional. And we don't know its turret rating, which means we might not even be able to be. It might not even be a good idea to air assault it, because again, we could just get shot down.
No, the fact of the matter is that we win fights because we pick our moment to strike. If you look at every occasion where we've been in a serious fight, we don't just go toe to toe and slug it out. We pick our time to strike.
Well, that's what me and Josh did last session, and I think we had a favorable outcome. We just kind of had a scrape together a plan and just went with it.
To be fair, you were going against, again, just people. No suits were involved, no tanks were involved.
Well,
you weren't in large-scale combat.
Yeah, for 2 people, I think that's pretty large. We killed a lot of drones.
No, yeah, it was. I'm not saying it's not a great victory, okay? I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is, even there, you guys didn't just run in there and start attacking, okay? You used tactics.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it wasn't in character. So,
well, why don't we ask the guy we just took about what the base is like? We don't know. He does. Ask him.
I feel like he wouldn't have much tactically good information, just considering how he is.
Well, he knows the layout, and that's good enough. That's more than we know.
Yeah, definitely. Gaia should continue ringing him for information. But honestly, right now, I think that we might want to continue with the propaganda and go with the Mighty Demon Hunters idea. But yeah, we should definitely pick up our people first and do our salvaging.
Yeah, we might be able to actually scavenge out a bunch of the ships we lost.
Yeah, so let's get a team on that right off. Not to mention, a whole shitload of your pilots.
Yeah. And we do have unmatched air superiority in everything but the Tau capital right now. If you want a thing blown up, we could just do it.
And at the very least, right now, as far as you are aware, there is nothing preventing you from, there's no rapid reaction forces for any of the villages or smaller settlements.
Yeah, we took out all the dropships, which is what they were basically using. And even then, we can just have people, like, with on-auger arrays looking for, more Barracudas? That's the light vehicle, and just freaking shoot them down. Like, they can't. In everything but the capital, we just win, pretty much.
You are not privy to large amounts of ground forces anywhere other than the capital at this point.
Alright, so yeah, let's play on that. Let's try and weaken the forces in the capital as much as possible, sap their nerve, get as many desertions as possible. Let's play up the angle that separatists apparently attacked an ethereal, because it's got to be a huge no-no.
Yeah, and also, they have no easy access to things, so any kind of outskirts village that needs food that we can spare should probably get it.
Alright, so we've taken out the existing power structure, and now we move into phase 2. Be the paladin.
Yep.
Although there is still a Tau power structure. You took out the 2 human leaders, but the 2 Tau leaders of the resistance are still in place.
But the Laurel's world is mostly islands, which I'm pretty sure means that some of the bigger settlements that are island-based are probably getting an outsource of food, right? I guess we can ask the governor that.
Right. According to the governor, it's actually the islands that are the primary food providers.
Interesting.
Or are at least semi-self-sufficient, due to the local fishing industry.
Okay, got it. What places would have trouble getting food that aren't the capital, because the capital will probably just shoot us down?
The few settlements that are throughout the jungle regions. There aren't many of those, though.
I mean, we can do a few food supply drops.
And I bet if we make some friends out there, we might find someone who trains big animals who can find something for Mike.
Oh, dude, and training big animals might actually lead to a decent siege force.
Okay.
Notably, nobody is exactly sure who or what is even living inside of the old Mechanicus research compound anymore.
That sounds like a fun thing to do one day.
Why don't we just do that now? Sounds fun.
Well, because we have to go murder a bunch of Tau. And by a bunch of Tau, I mean a bunch of pilots, because a bunch of them are still alive, and we know this.
Okay, do that then. Good then.
Okay, so for starters, who would be going down to help Romeo search for his boys? And
I
also,
guess Hodor would probably go with him.
Okay.
Let's all go.
Okay.
I mean, Romeo is definitely prioritizing looking for his boys over looking at good Tau script.
I prefer not split a group.
I don't know. Would Denev's Sinisian's ability be able to pick out people like by the warp signature since they've been through the warp a lot?
Not in particular, no. If they were psychers, yes, but to your knowledge, none of Romeo's pilots are psychers.
And we know where the crash sites are, more or less.
Somewhat, yeah. I have color-coded things appropriately on the map. Blue circles is shit that crashed.
Were we going to try to get the Manta thing?
Well, it did definitely crash.
Well, let's make sure all of our people are okay first, and then we'll see what Chinese we can pick up.
It seems like there's only 2 pilots that crashed on our side.
And then notably, anything circled in red, there was a successful ejection, but you are not certain what survived.
Okay, got it.
Basically, your grav shoots or Tau grav shoots. Anything that isn't circled, that just straight blew up, and you expect no survivors.
Yeah, so then
we
there's
should probably, since I'm guessing we can't drop people all over the place in one port, we should probably just all hit Romeo's landing site and spread out from there.
well, there's 5 sites.
Right, but the teleportarium has to recharge between ports.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I don't know. What's the over-under on that? Is it a long enough walk to the furthest sites that it would make more sense to port people out there?
Each square is 100 meters.
The two most concerning ones are Albatross Sextus up here and Albatross Quattro over here, because those are the two closest to enemy crash sites. Tertium, those guys are all dead, so who cares?
Okay, it looks to me like at 100 meters a square probably makes most sense to port in as a group and just start spreading out from there.
Are we going to bring the tanks?
We can't teleport the tanks. They have to be airdropped.
Alright, well, I'm going to get another contingent of mutants to bring with me.
Search party of mutants.
Aren't you on guard duty?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Me and Daddy's
Did
duty.
you guys decide that it would be better to have 2 of the bridge crew on that? Then we're not doing the servitors, or what are we doing there?
Let's do the servitors.
I'll do whatever. I don't mind.
Do we have enough?
The party.
Do we have enough vid data to be able to program the crash pilots to the servers?
Not sufficiently, no.
Okay.
You know what? We should just get 2 bridge crew to watch them with a bunch of murder servitors, so we can all come down and help with this.
You mean 2 other bridge crew?
Yeah.
Other than you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, like bridge
Honestly,
crew.
if we're just like looking after the guy, Denev can just watch the guy and drink.
Denev does like to drink.
Call me when you need me.
That is honestly a very good Denev job. She can just sit there, paralyze anything that walks through, and incinerate anyone who tries to invade the room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because servitors are
Give the
immune to
governor one of
wordless.
the blast goggles.
Yeah, servitors are immune to lidless eye, right?
That's a very good question.
To be fair, if they get turned, that is not an advantage.
I feel like this is probably just like Denev being the technically guard duty, quote unquote, and then just like Gaius chatting up the guy as much as possible.
Well, if there was any further information Gaius wanted to press the man for.
I mean, certainly get everything you can out of him.
I just figure it's a good way also to continue the rapport and get more sort of help that way.
More info on Glidewell would be nice, if he has any.
Then you really don't want Denev to be the only person there to chat him up. Like basically
I don't know,
make it a fellowship.
if he's a wine aficionado, you could strike up a fine friendship.
No, she has horrible penalties with Voidborn, or like Voidborn versus like fellowship stuff.
Yeah, penalties are speaking to people who aren't Voidborn.
The other thing we have to be assured of is, will Denev give him any wine? Which, toss up, to be honest.
I think if she were trying to socialize him, she might. Not the good stuff, obviously.
Yeah, not the best stuff, but there would definitely be plenty of wine in there.
Oh yeah, I wasn't implying that you had any wine that wasn't good stuff. Just of the selection, the stuff that would not be considered good amongst the particular company it kept.
You get the mid upper tier for Gaius and dude. Plus, technically, I'm sure Gaius has his own stash.
I mean, it's a big ship full of important people. There's wine all over the place. And also other booze. And other substances.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Romeo is the only one that doesn't drink.
Thaddeus doesn't.
Fair enough.
Can I drink anymore?
Possibly?
I mean, I think I hypothetically... Well, I have the machine template, right? So...
Wait, do you have the machine trait?
Yes, she
Yes,
does.
the machine trait. Thank you.
All right.
The flesh is weak.
What is the level of machine that you're at? Machine 1, Machine 2, Machine 3?
Let me look. It just says machine trait, so I assume 1 that's currently.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm not sure if your class can go above like 2. At least like 3 things you buy.
What she initially got was from the Necron. So it was
Oh, okay, right.
advance related thing. Yeah,
Because if you're going to do heresy, you shouldn't do just a little heresy.
Oh yeah, my other character is all about that life.
Oh, God. Yeah, fucking Raven makes everything this entire crew has done put together look like a goddamn Sister of Battle's prayers.
Don't you have some kind of weird warp tech thing inside of you?
Yeah, one thing. I also am wearing a X Mechanicus, or Dark Mechanicus' head on my, like, metal head as my helmet, which has got demon runes on it.
Wow.
But okay, so Thaddeus is going down then with the search party. As seems appropriate for a search party should always involve Thaddeus, I think.
Yeah, and yeah, like we said.
Should I roll on the mutant chart to see which mutants I bring?
If you're doing a random quantity of them.
I'm doing the max quantity that I can bring, which is the 32-person horde, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so what you guys have confirmed is that this Tau landing site here is acting as some kind of command center for apparently their own efforts to look for their people. Or at least for the survivors of that particular crash to figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Which mutants do I get with that roll?
I really need to add that chart as a handout.
I'll pull it up. My PDF. Do you remember what page it's on by?
I do not. But so, that is the site where Romeo came down at. Romeo has scouted that far. Far enough to see that they have battle suits and some Tau who are organizing some kind of command center. And that is the nearest crashed friendly ship.
Battlesuit sounds like a big deal.
and the nearest ejected friendly ship.
I'm gonna fate that.
What are you fading?
The mutant roll. Is this stuff?
That's 1d74, not 1d100.
Okay.
Then.
Beastmen. I'll use the bear guys.
Okay, so a motley assortment of animalistic mutants join you on your scouting expedition.
Indeed.
Okay, as for the rest of you, what would be your first sight if you were theoretically traveling as a group?
I would suggest Albatross Sextus, because they're the one closest to an enemy crash site. Everybody else has got a bit of buffer.
The Albatross Quarto is also the closest to you, by far.
Oh, I'm assuming that we would be teleporting down, but okay.
Oh yeah, if Romeo was porting back up and then porting back down.
Well, I assume so because I was there for the governor inspection or whatever. But yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes, you are right. So yes, coming down wherever it is that you like.
Alright, I'm comfortable with Romeo calling the shots in this operation.
So you're coming down over there then.
Yeah.
Oh right. Thaddeus, give me a navigate surface. You're the one who has that, right?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh right. You are searching several hundred square kilometers of jungle with your search party.
Alright.
Well, we're not searching all of that jungle. I mean,
Huh?
we're looking at a couple of square kilometers here.
Probably intelligence, whatever it is whatever it is. That looks bad.
Sorry, couple hundred
That's so
square
bad.
meters of jungle. Meters, not kilometers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that other search.
How bad is that?
It's not a crit failure.
Do I need to fake that? I mean, I will if you need me to.
I mean, it's not a crit failure, but it's damn close.
It's your call. Like, I don't know what...
I have 2 fate, so I generally don't like spending it.
Yeah, I don't know if failure means, like, it just takes a long time, in which case, alright, that's fine.
Oh yeah, but there's quite a lot of degrees of failure, so that's a lot of time extra, if that's the case.
It's your call on it.
I'll fake that.
Okay.
And before crit fail.
Good call. Let's have a look.
Yes!
No, that's not crit fail. No.
But it is one worse. 1 point worse.
Yay!
Wow.
I'm so happy.
That is baffling. That is baffling.
I'm not at all surprised.
Oh, me either.
Just because it's not surprising doesn't mean it isn't baffling.
Yeah.
Which I suppose means it is both surprising and not surprising at the same time. Okay. So, Thaddeus, spearheading the group's expedition into the jungle.
Do we have any other random people that came with us who have navigate surface?
No.
I don't think you'd be able to sort of outsource skills we don't have. That seems a bit too OP.
Okay.
Well, to a degree you can, like the skills that would be directly relevant to people's jobs on the ship.
Yeah.
But there's nobody whose job on the ship would require them to have a navigate surface.
Do we have the commander of the... do we have like a high-ranking officer in the regiment we brought on board? The Imperial Guard regiment?
You did not note you were bringing such, so no.
No, like the Geralt's old regiment.
Oh yes, I'm aware of the regiment you're talking about, but you guys hadn't noted you were trying to bring any Sodals with you.
Oh, okay. Would any of them have Navigate Surface?
Possibly, they were a Rough Rider regiment.
I mean, should we have one come down?
Admittedly, you guys brought the best navigator and tracker on the entire ship with you. Why would you need some amateur?
It's not a what's it called? Well, with those rolls, no matter how good my roll, like my skill would be, it'd still suck both times. Like no matter how good my skill was in that.
But more to the point, you brought the best of the best with you. Who needs some amateur?
Good question.
I mean, worst came to worst and you need to do some wilderness tracking? You got Hodor with you now, too. Yeah. You got that.
With a bunch of animal people.
Hey, yeah, how are they at tracking?
Well,
They're bad at like talking, aren't they? Like anything, aren't they just like analytic, like no brain?
I think I got a horde of them with me.
Maybe I'm thinking something else.
I mean, they're not smart, but just because they're animal-like doesn't actually mean they are animals.
I was thinking of something else.
They're just ferocious.
I think they're actually pretty dumb. They lose 1d10 fellowship and intelligence each.
Yeah, they're not smart. They're just a large amount of people. Like when you gather everyone in the town together to go looking for a little lost child. All the people in that fucking town are stupid. They're rednecks. They live in the middle of nowhere. Why else would they be losing a small child in the woods? They're only good because they have two eyes attached to a brain.
Hello, apparently not very, but a very good brain.
But regardless, give me one survival roll, Thaddeus.
Sure. I think that's also intelligence, right?
You had survival, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Me and Hodor do. So if Hodor helps me on that, then...
Yeah, Hodor, go ahead and make a survival roll at -10.
I'm just going to aid Thaddeus.
Okay, can also do that. So yeah, that makes that just barely a success then. In which case, Thaddeus, you become aware of the fact that not only are you some ways off course of the projected search area, you have come right up on the nest of some kind of horrible things.
This planet's horrible. I wonder what kind of planet Thaddeus was, like, grew up on.
Someplace more horrible than this.
Yeah, at some point, if you could just make that up, like RNG roll it, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll work it out. Yeah, let's see here. What am I looking at? Okay, yes, you see a swarming, skittering pit of horrible-looking little creatures.
That sounds horrific. I'll point them out. Hey guys, watch out for those.
And everybody roll perception. Or awareness, rather.
Oh, that's not even counting the wrist-mounted aspect scanner.
Huh.
That's actually 2.4 degrees of success.
Right, I get to reroll it.
Hold our seas!
Cool. I see more.
If the captain smiles on me, I didn't fail.
Sure, I can smile at you over my wrist-mounted Auspex scanner.
Oh, right. So it's Hodor who first catches sight of a boot. It's the captain who detects some distinctive outlines on her Auspex scanner. And it's Thaddeus who recognizes the very distinct color of tech priest robes and Zennith flight uniforms in the pit.
Oh. Seems we've stumbled upon our crew.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Are they beyond medical help?
You're not sure. They are in a pit of horrible monsters. I mean, little monsters. Well, not that little. About the size of a grot.
And unfortunately, our most effective way of getting rid of all of the conscious little things is, in fact, on the ship.
No, I can just jump down and pull them out. I bet they can't hurt me.
Yeah, probably.
Also, I mean, is there a thing living there?
It's just also funny to watch Zennith make them all explode.
It's true, but she also isn't it.
Yep. So, yes, if you would be so kind as to retrieve them, Mr. Hodor.
All right.
Is he Mr. Hodor now?
I jump down and pull out what's left of our crew.
Oh, right. Let's see. Yeah, you're good.
They can't.
So, yeah.
They just can't damage me.
No. Between the fact that their attacks are primitive and your toughness, you're good.
They're clawing madly at you, and it just keeps saying immune, immune, immune.
They're also highly poisonous, so, but they can't injure you, so that's not relevant.
Might
Yeah,
be relevant
that
to the
should
crew,
do
though.
damage. But if they rolled Righteous Fury, they could hit Hodor for 1 damage, and then the Toxic would go off.
But they'd have to still get through my shield.
Yeah, well, there's enough of them. But yeah, that's also a factor.
But yeah, Hodor makes it out fine. With some of the pieces of your flight crew.
Romeo lays them at the ground before Romeo, and he says, "I am sorry."
Romeo is very sad and just says, "Gwendolyn, I'm so sorry." I named all the crew that died.
Did you name all of them or just the pilots of each interceptor?
I named the pilots that all died because I didn't know there was more crew on each interceptor. I thought it was just pilot.
But they are crazy 4-man ships.
Yeah, I know.
She was dying, like, tell my husband I said hello.
That's so. I guess the Tau put threw them in the pits then, or
Maybe they're just trying to go around the planet and fucked up.
they found
Well, look,
the pits?
I mean, is the pit a natural feature, or did someone put it into the trap?
I assume we could have fell into it if we failed our rolls, but we didn't.
Yeah, it looks like it is a nest of these creatures.
Okay, so it doesn't look like they were thrown in the pit. It looks like they just fell into it.
Actually, because of the degree of Thaddeus's success, Thaddeus, you see some bits and pieces of uniforms and people leading towards the pit. It looks like they may have been brought here by the creatures for feeding.
So they could have already been dead before the horrors began.
Yeah. Or they were killed and brought back, either way.
All right, I'm just gonna fire off. Once we take them all out, I'm firing off a blast from my flaming. I'm torching the pit.
Those creatures that do not die skitter screaming into the woods or deeper into their burrows.
Anything cool in the remains of the pit now that the creatures aren't there anymore?
You do find it's scorched now, these scorched remains of a Tau helmet.
All right.
It looks like your crew were not the only ones who successfully ejected who did not make it.
Okay.
This planet, man.
Think about that. This isn't the Death World, or like a Feral World.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how anyone survives this.
By being a badass. Everybody's Conan the Barbarian.
Kind of literally, like you.
No, just literally everyone. There are 90-year-old shopkeepers who can bench press anvils.
They have to survive. Well, like, yeah, I get the trait that allows primitive weapons to not be primitive. I'm killing things with non-primitive weaponry.
There's nobody who's 90 years old on a Death World or Feral World.
Yeah, being old is actually like 40 years old. Like, there's a table in Dark Heresy to roll how old you are on a Death World. The max is like 40.
You just can't be older than that. I love it.
Yep, that's considered old.
No one dies of natural causes on a Death World, unless you count poisoning or disease.
Well, old
If we're
age
counting
isn't a thing.
your disease, and being eaten alive is also natural causes.
Natural things like arsenic and poo and crocodiles.
Speaking of, did you hear Florida Man's been having a really rough week?
When doesn't he?
Well, this week he died of stupid side, tried to get himself declared not dead, and cut off his genitals and fed them to an alligator.
Yeah, that'll happen. That's the barrier of entry you expect when you go to Florida.
Florida Man is a boss.
That sounds like a fucked up place.
It is a horrible, horrible location.
But all the nice theme parks are there.
Well, I mean, it's a horrible place for people. You know, if you're a mosquito or an alligator, it's fine.
It's a horrible place for people, but it is a thriving community for mascots. They love it there.
It's because the fursuits are too thick for the mosquitoes, and they can shed them to distract the alligators.
And also raccoons, and basically just add meth addicted onto anything. That's basically
Meth addicted raccoons.
Yeah, what's that? Is that an adjective?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, that's just an adjective you can add on to basically anything from Florida, and it probably exists.
I mean, as far as I have heard, it was involved in the genital incident, so you're not wrong. Apparently, the guy went on a 5-day bender before he did this.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna keep looking.
Yeah, the next best place is probably between the two Quattros.
Are we gonna assault the mantra?
There are there's 5 crash sites that could have people.
Are we gonna assault the Tau one?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of ones we can assault, but Romeo's
the big one, because then we can actually retrofit that ship and put it in our fucking...
You are assuming a lot of things about Tau technology. And our mastery over it specifically.
And our ability to take it. So, first things first, I want to make
you're
sure
a bunch
that
of
we
Xeno
rescue any
tech
crew that can be rescued. then we can worry about taking prizes. And don't get me wrong, we are very interested in taking prizes. The pilots come first.
Yeah, and as far as
everybody-
the region you just searched, all there is like wreckage scattered all over from the two ships that exploded. Barracuda and Interceptor intertwined.
I take a small piece of one of the interceptors because that sounds like a thing Romeo, the big old softy, would do.
Okay, so is your next priority the next closest ship of your guys's?
It would seem so, which is Albatross Quattro, right?
Quarto, yes.
And then Raptor is close by as well. Hopefully by then we can have a teleportarium up again, so we can get to one of the other two more easily.
Okay. Thaddeus, give us another navigate surface.
Why'd you make me do this? I hate rolling. It never goes well.
Because you're suffering give life.
They see me rolling. I hate this.
I can give you my last fate if I need to.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay, wonderful. Everybody roll awareness.
I'm actually not in immediate proximity to my computer. Could you get mine?
I need to get an Auspex for Hodor.
You don't have the tech use to make it work.
No, you don't need a tech use roll, do you? You just need a tech
Yes.
use for to do. No. You just need a tech use to do things that you normally couldn't see, to detect things you normally couldn't see. But otherwise, it helps.
Or
With the
if you
awareness
wanted to use tech use in place of awareness.
Yeah.
But
Otherwise, it
otherwise-
helps.
Yeah,
Just awareness.
otherwise it does just give a flat plus 20 to awareness check.
Oh, I thought that was barred behind tech use, but okay.
No, you can also, alternatively, you can essentially use tech use instead of awareness.
Which I think actually gets me like 5 points higher.
Also, just what do I want to do? Oh, Captain Smile on me, so I can get a success.
Sure.
Well, the captain got 4.8 degrees of success on tech using the Auspex. Oh, right. So, you all hear machinery and shouts in Tau. Yes, you all hear machinery and shouts in Tau.
It sounds like we're about to fight a crisis suit.
In his attempts to get you here, Thaddeus has in fact brought you here.
Looks like we're fighting them anyway.
All as planned.
God damn it, memes.
Just as K-Cop. Ooh.
Alright. I'm mad enough to shoot people.
I don't need to be mad. I just do it as a sport. It's fun. How do you not do it as a sport? How is murder not a sport for you?
I mean, usually I like to take people and have them make money for me at some point.
Oh yeah, but it's fun.
It's true. It's not impossible, but it's difficult to make money off of dead bodies.
Well,
And
not
then who you're
everybody.
selling them to.
Not everybody needs to be profitable, or can be at that point.
In your heart, every murder is profitable.
Oh, murder's profitable, yeah. But I'm saying not all of it is for profit, or should be.
But okay, so you find yourselves coming upon, once more, that group that Romeo had spied. The group appears, well, actually a little smaller than when Romeo saw it originally. A little smaller.
Hard times for all.
The ship is smaller, or the crisis suit is smaller?
The group of Tau surrounding it.
Ah,
How many are left?
Oh, let's see here. And actually, you see no crisis suit.
Good.
Or not good. We're giving stealth suits.
No, crisis is like a specific class of suit.
Yeah, they're good.
Wait, do we see other suits then? Is that what you're trying to imply?
No, Romeo had originally seen a crisis suit here.
Oh.
He'd already been by this location. They spotted him. They chased him. He ran away. Okay, yeah, you see 10 Tau down there. 10 Fire Warriors.
Do I have any reason to have not be on the Dark Eldar bike?
Not in particular.
Cool.
Yeah, you typed the shit out of that keyboard.
Sorry.
All right, I'm just gonna tell my horde.
that's all right.
I'm gonna tell my horde to charge, and I'm gonna charge with them.
I mean, I guess we should just roll for initiative, right?
Yes, do that initiative rolling.
I'm wondering, is Hodor big enough to have a vehicle-sized power field attached to him?
No. I mean, he'd be carrying the personal version of it, which would still give him the penalties of carrying a personal shield. Or carrying a personal-sized power field.
Does it have one? Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, they exist. They're just more rare, and they impose a lot of different penalties.
Yeah, I remember now.
They're still good.
Oh, yeah, like 80, something like
Yeah.
that. That's just ridiculous. How is anything supposed to hit through that?
luck.
That's what it comes down to. Then fights come down to luck. Like, oh, managed to luck through your shield.
Well, to a degree, all fights are luck anyways. It's all
Well,
about
kind
rolls.
of. I mean, not really. Like, tactics above just RNG based.
So are
or
we,
you actually take
are
damage
we,
or
are
not.
we surprising them, or are we
Doubt it.
surprising them with the charge, or are they?
No, you are not surprising them to charge, apparently.
Okay, well, should we roll initiative then?
But if people are on guard, then surely, like, surprise is almost never a thing.
Well, I mean, you could surprise the guards, but
I'm rolling for things.
We're doing initiative right now.
yes.
Yep.
Okay. That's good. How is your initiative so high?
Lightning reflexes.
Oh, Thaddeus has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that for a while now.
My crew gets plus 14 on every single one.
Yeah, I only got a +6 bonus year 7.
The only reason mine is so low is because the jump pack gives me a -2 initiative.
I don't know.
Yeah. I take a 3 hit on it.
Why? Because it's so heavy.
No, just because it's weird.
Okay.
No, it's part of its special abilities.
Well, like machine spirit thing?
Yeah. -5 checks to use the pack, -3 to initiative, +3 degrees of success on all checks with the pack. And 1 more mysterious trait.
Alright.
If you're good, it's real good. But otherwise, it's like kind of clunky.
Pays to be good.
Yeah, I believe it's Archaeotech, actually.
Most of that weird shit you guys acquired was Archaeotech.
Ooh, man, we need to go into more Space Hulks. They're fun. They have lots of things in, and they're all good.
They're filled with murder monsters, and also monsters that murder.
Mm-hmm. But most importantly, good gear.
And murder monsters.
Don't forget those monsters that murder.
They-
Did
they
we even
figured
get
out.
good gear on that last Space Hulk? We haven't even looted it yet. We haven't even got like it's still above Martellus. Like we didn't strip it.
Wait, there's another Space Hulk above Martellus?
No, the one we went through, we didn't like really strip.
Well, no, we kind of turned it over to the Mechanicus.
Well, we
Oh,
can't really
did we?
strip a Space Hulk. It's fucking massive.
Well, I mean, strip it for good gear. Like go in.
We did. We got personal gear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're understanding the size of the Space Hulk. That is a light project if you want to go through that thing with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, you can, but that is your campaign, not just your adventure, if that's what you're doing. Hold on, I just made a file, and I'm wondering why I'm not finding it. Okay, there it is. For some reason, it's not coming up when I search for it. Whatever. Just setting up a quick little battlefield thing.
If Hodor got the misshapen trait, like the aberration trait that these guys got, I would have made him a bear. I would have called him Teddy. He still would have been Russian though.
Well, of course, he would be a bear. That's how it works. Because bear.
Because bear.
Because bear.
I feel like to go all the way, he also has to be gay, though.
Sure. Okay.
Because bear.
Because bear.
All right. Yeah. He's just an albino giant.
Can arrange yourselves as necessary.
What are those 4 units with the black background around us?
Those are the Tau drones that were lying in wait completely inactive. With the exception of acting as passive scanners for your arrival.
Thank you for clarifying that. You monster.
Don't worry, Tau drones actually aren't that scary. Unless you assume direct control over them, their ballistic skill is kind of garbage.
Although their weapons are twin linked, so they actually are 20 higher than the listed in terms of what they're rolling.
Fair enough.
And they get an extra hit per degree, 1 extra hit if they get a few degrees of success or something. Is it 3?
3.
And notably, I don't have a water cast token, so those are not, or I don't have an air cast token, so those are not water cast. Those are air cast and air cast flight suits.
What do aircasts do?
Pilot.
Yeah, they pilot.
That makes sense. Why did I even ask?
Brain aneurysms,
Yeah.
extreme racism.
There were no aircasts in the command center, right?
Not that you see, no. They're very tall and spindly.
To be fair, it would make sense that most of them would be, getting shot down at the time.
Are those drones attack drones? Did they attack things?
Yes. Yes, they do and are.
They all have guns.
Then this man needs to die.
Who?
Bomb left, bomb right even. Because he's probably controlling them.
Oh, sorry. This
Yeah,
is the
I
map
bet.
when you guys invaded the command center. That guy's not there.
Oh. You ruined everything. It's not the same now.
And if anyone wants to use the fancy pants aiming reticle that I happen to make for Mike's sniper character, there it is.
Yeah, that was sick. I didn't actually say good job on that, but
It's good.
yeah, goodness. Pretty
So
awesome.
as I recall, Hodor, following his generally bombastic nature, intends to charge him.
Yeah, we're me and the mutants are charging.
So you should probably be on point, yeah.
Thaddeus' turn is first, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just talking
I
about
just want to make sure.
Hmm.
What are the mutant stats for agility?
Agility isn't one of their quote good stats, so it's only the.
Well, they get a D10 added to it.
Oh, they do. Okay. So it's
Oh no, not a D10. They get a plus 10.
okay. So yeah, theirs would be 35 then total.
Okay.
Lots of shooting. Full auto burst. Just I don't even care. Just I guess at the commander. Half aim. I need to get a red dot sight for this shit. Well, can I say? Well, can I roll stealth before this? Because hopefully I'm doing that passively.
Kind of the nature of this whole situation is you've accidentally stumbled into these guys.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I'll just shoot.
That is the nature of 50 bajillion degrees of failure on a navigate surface check.
What is the It's full auto minus?
10.
Oh.
Oh, and also an interesting note as to why would you ever single shot when you could burst fire?
Bonus.
Yeah, apparently in Dark
Plus
Heresy,
10.
yeah, accompanying the change to burst fire and full auto, if you are just doing a regular melee or ranged attack, it's actually plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so if you're doing a single shot, it's plus 10?
Single shot plus 10, or just a regular single melee attack plus 10.
That's pretty good. For snipers, at least.
Oh, I didn't even. My crew will always be shooting at fucking.
I'm
60.
rolling, and I fail.
What is happening to you?
Actually, well, it'd be half range, so technically, well, it'd still be a fail.
Just less of one because you.
It'd be
it'll only
0.4.
Yeah,
I
only
thought you
0.4.
couldn't kill.
Well, I'm not stealth, so I don't get any bonuses.
You don't get any bonuses?
Did you not have action aim, or?
Oh, I half aimed, but that just negates the penalty of full auto burst.
Captain can smile on you.
It's true.
Gives me a shot.
Yeah, that would just barely get you there. That gets you one hit.
This is the auto gun, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah, that gives me even more hits, in fact.
Yeah, 3 hits.
Cool.
That temperamental bitch of a gun.
Well, it doesn't give me failure, it just gives me degrees of success on all attacks. That's what it says. Yeah, I roll those hits. Whatever they are. I'll take that as accurate. 1, 2, and 3. Pen 4.
Okay, he's able to dive out of the way of the first shot. The second two, he is not so lucky and goes down.
Well, way to remove leadership from the picture.
His turn. He spends his turn bleeding. It's the captain's turn to captain something. Captain the shit out of something.
I think. How high are those drones? Did they just like pop up?
Yes, they kind of just like popped up out of the underbrush with a spray of leaves and foliage.
Okay, so they're like people height. They're like flying above.
Yes. The point is, yes, they're in whacking range, if whacking is your intent.
Whacking is absolutely my intent.
Hooray! I assume that's a charge.
5 meters is a half move, but if I can get a charge off in that space, doesn't that give me extra bonuses?
That is plus 20, as opposed to the plus 10 of just a regular open melee attack.
Which is the plus 10 we were just discussing?
Yes.
Standard
We'll
attack
take
plus
the
10.
plus 20.
Charge plus 20.
The total bonus you get on charge is plus 20, yeah.
Why
Why the
I
fuck?
haven't used any fee yet this session, I don't think.
No!
Who the fuck is phoning? Who the fuck phones a house phone at 10
Oh,
to 2 in the
yeah.
morning?
Wow.
The mob.
I'm gonna go see.
Are these things immune to stun?
That was a question that got asked last time because somebody happened to be beating drones to death with a shock maul. I don't think they are. I'm very curious who's calling him.
I hope it's nothing bad. That's normally when bad things happen, is at 2 in the morning.
It's not that bad
If
things
people
particularly
are
happen
calling
at
you
2 in the
about
morning. Yeah.
Why are you coming home? 5 in the moment. Did you watch that song that I sent you, Alex?
No.
Why not? It's the best song I've ever heard.
By that you mean it's a terrible song that you want to laugh at.
No, it's so good. $2 hot dog, $1 water. $2 hot dog, $1 water. $2 hot dog, $1 water. $1 water.
Okay, you whack the drone, but the drone is still up. The drone survived your whacking.
Wow.
Does it get stunned?
It does not because it rolled really good.
Okay.
But we did establish last time that drones are susceptible to stun whacking.
Yeah, you're just rolling off the old rules. You don't get bonuses for armor.
Romeo,
Hooray!
there's some motherfuckers over there.
Yeah.
And also drones around you.
Don't go in. I'm gonna auto hit this general area in front of me. So
Yeah, I'm gonna. That guy went down pretty fast. All right, I'm gonna shoot these guys. I'm gonna shoot this dude in particular.
He has wronged you, hasn't he?
I hate him so much.
you can use the targeting reticle that we have. It's pretty badass. Saying.
Nope.
And
You know what? I'm gonna fate point that because why not?
My other character has 5 fate now. Feels good, man. And he's
It's
voidborn.
amazing, isn't it? I love it.
Voidborn too, so you can reroll those. Well, like have a chance of not using it.
The range on these things is 80 meters, so that means it's 3 or 4 degrees of success. I don't know.
let's call that 3 for the moment. Does it matter if it's more than 3 even?
I don't know. I
What
don't know
are
how
you
much
using?
HP they have. I'm using the pilot-operated splinter rifle on the front of the skimmer.
Yeah, they shoot like 10, like full auto.
They shoot 5.
Alright. Some shoot 10.
I guess I should roll damage, huh?
Maybe.
Yes.
Are they tearing? I feel like shurikens would be tearing.
Sadly, no, but they are toxic.
Yeah, it's a Dark Eldar splinter weapon, not a regular
right.
Eldar.
Cool.
Although I don't know if the Shuriken catapult is tearing either. Which he also has.
I kind of feel like what's the point of like some exotic weapon proficiencies if they aren't really that much different?
They're all Pen 3 and all toxic.
Yeah, some of them are bad, but that one's a good one.
Yeah. Just looking at like some melee weapons in some of the books, they're just like, so why would I get a Tau power sword, like an Elder power sword over a normal one? They just to blow an exotic weapon proficiency or something. That's shit.
Flavor, I guess.
Not worth the experience.
No, definitely not.
Okay, he is ripped apart by splinter shots.
Even like Exeter's bolt guns, I think they're called, like whatever the Shrieky Skullmen have, they're really shit.
Is there any cover with trees and stuff around?
Yes, I'd say that you could probably get the cover easily enough, although you are on a bike.
I'm on a bike and I'm size hulking, but I can also move like 40 right now. 50.
I would say that actually being in cover while on the bike would be rather difficult.
All right, then I'm just gonna move away a bit. Let's say 25, like somewhere over in this general direction.
Right. Okay.
What's the yellow thing?
Their Orca. Their Orca dropship.
Oh, then screw that. I go to the other side of the Orca.
Okay.
that sounds like cover.
Yeah, full cover you can get if there is literally a gigantic object between you and them that they cannot see or shoot past.
Yay!
Hodor, you and your mutants. You're
Boom.
charging.
Boom.
Is that in their charge distance?
What is the charge? Is it 3 times?
3 times.
Mm.
Yeah, that was 9 away.
Okay.
How big of an area do they encompass being a horde?
Are they a horde?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
32 of them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
there's
not-
an enumerated other side.
There aren't hard numbers for it. It's more of a narrative thing.
Okay.
I'd say they could probably hit the continuous line that you're engaged with there, though.
Alright, well, I go and I attack. I'm faster than them, so I get there first, so my attack doesn't hit them. And then I guess I'll just roll damage.
Do it. Those can still be dodged, can't they? You just don't have to roll the hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a talent in Dark Heresy. You can spend fate to make attacks unavoidable.
What was the special ability on that power sword that we looted off the governor?
What do you mean? That is it. You just did it.
It's unstable.
No. Oh yeah, unstable. What does that do again?
You roll depending on your
Roll a d10.
roll. I want to. I don't know if it's a D10 or you like.
I'm
your
using the
damage
demon.
roll.
I'm using the demon sword right now for the AOE attack. I'm not using that unstable sword.
You do more or less damage depending on what you roll.
I'm not sure if it's based on a damage roll or whatever you rolled, or if it's like a separate roll. But
It's a
you could
separate
up to double
Yeah.
your damage.
Yeah, you roll 1d10, and then on a 1 it only does half damage, on a 2 to 9 it does normal, and on a 10 it does twice the damage.
In addition to Righteous Fury, I guess.
What kind of Righteous Fury are we doing? I don't care either way.
Dark Heresy 2, it's more fun.
Cool.
How does that work?
Instead of adding another damage die, you roll 1d5 and you inflict a crit effect.
Or if you don't do any damage, you do 1 damage.
Yeah, or if you otherwise wouldn't deal any damage, you deal at least 1. But so basically you
Or
can
the
inflict,
fucking phone.
yeah, so basically you can inflict crit effects on people without actually needing to get them below 0 hit points. Okay, and that aircast dodge is out of the way.
Getting triggered by the phone.
Why is someone calling the phone?
I bet you anything is. My mum's manager for a shop. I bet you the alarms went off and it's the company ringing her.
And your mutants horribly missed this guy.
Okay. Oh wow! Holy shit!
Huh.
Fuck. They're all dead. They're all dead. I just one big cleave. I cleave them all in half.
No, one dodged.
Oh, one dodged.
That guy.
He wasn't even in my attack range anyway. He wasn't within 5.
Oh yeah, it has to be within 5 of you or the target or whatever.
Yeah.
You'd still miss him horribly, but
Yeah, no, I'm just... Everybody I was gonna hit got fucked.
okay, Hodor, roll. Hold on. Oh right, make 4 shield rolls.
Okay, 1 fails. 2 fails. 3 fail. And the last off. And then I guess I'll roll a dodge for the rest.
Yes, do that. We kind of expected that.
Yep.
What's your armor rating?
My armor rating is... Okay, so my toughness rating is...
13.
You know what they say, Mike.
12.
It's like a truck, built like a truck, dodges like a truck.
10 on the body,
Nice.
8 on the arms, 7 on the head, 8 on the legs.
How'd you get that high of armor on the legs and the everywhere but body?
Subskin armor, and then cranial
heart.
armor.
And
the
cranial,
heart.
yeah.
And the heart gives me an extra 2, another 2 on the chest.
Oh yeah, I need the 2 on the chest.
But yeah, I got subskin armor and cranial armor as well.
How much does subskin armor give? 2? 1?
Yeah. 2, and cranial armor gives 1.
Oh, right, that's it. And then what was your toughness bonus?
12.
Well, okay. Total, you take 2. 2 wounds.
Okay. Damn.
Does that put you under half?
No, I'm at half.
Okay.
Basically,
Well,
far worse.
I get to make another Medicaid test after this, so I could actually heal more than I take.
I'm probably going to say that you can't heal damage from a previous fight with a first aid check.
Okay.
Thaddeus, my individual of friendship. My friendship individual.
Cunts.
They are prone to that, aren't they? Oh, actually, I forgot the drone's turn.
It's okay.
No. You deserve to have people shoot you in the face. I don't want to deny you that privilege. Face shooting drones.
So they do not have the sort of guns that can't be used at close range, huh?
Okay, yeah, that one can't shoot you in the face. The other ones can. It does attempt to move away, though, so you do get an attack of opportunity. Just the basic attack.
This would be at the +10 or no?
Yes.
Womp womp.
Oh, wah indeed.
I was sending all my energy. It wasn't enough.
What?
I was sending my energy. It wasn't enough.
Oh, you failed.
I'm sorry.
Worst
You-
spear
you-
bomb ever.
Okay, fortunately for you, Captain, 2 shots do land. Roll your force field. Twice. If by fortunately, I mean adding interest to your life, because interesting things are happening.
Well, a very interesting thing does happen because that first shot teleported me.
What quality is your shield?
Yes, notable. I think it's just common. Which I believe means it also shorted.
That's unfortunate.
Well, it still teleports you.
Yeah, it still blocks the shot that shorts it out, but
Wouldn't it block both because she's not in the same place now?
well, yeah, the second shot wouldn't hit her regardless. Which is one advantage that the Displacer field has. As long as one of them succeeds, everything else after that doesn't hit you because you're not in the same spot. Unless you're like literally one spot behind you in the direction the shots were coming from.
That'd be very unfortunate.
You're like, which one fired at her? Does it keep firing through to like one across the way?
That'd be an interesting GM ruling.
Like if it was one
So
of
it's a
these.
D8 and then a D10?
2d10. And then a d8 to figure out direction. Okay, so just 2 squares off screen in foliage. Yes. Let's just put you there. You're there. That's the spot you're at. And actually, because that drone did roll so well, it rolled a 2. I am going to say that due to the quality of its shots, it does hit this Tau over here, who is in range. And directly in line of the shots.
What? How can a critical fail be a success?
I mean, how can a critical success be a fail?
I'm at the other ones that my brain isn't good at processing.
It's rock and roll. It doesn't need to make sense.
Because it's not a failure. It's succeeding very well at putting shots directly downrange. It's just that
good for him.
With the captain out of the way, those shots do something else.
Nice.
The Fire Warrior Commander continues to bleed and be devoured by the first onset of carrion bugs for his turn.
Carrion bugs?
What?
Where do they come into this?
They come into all things. It is the circle of life.
Yeah, but don't get knocked down out here, guys.
I get knocked down.
You won't get up again. The Beatles will keep you down.
Yeah, they will.
Chewing your face away. Chewing your face away.
Deborah.
So, correct me if I am wrong.
Probably.
There is nothing I can do to get my shield back online this fight.
Maybe if you create a tech use roll.
Let's see. Takes a minus 30 tech use roll. Bring it back online.
The odds are not very good on that.
The odds are ever in your favor.
Well, you can spend your turn doing that, or whacking a drone.
I could. And if I am, in fact, 2 squares off screen, I could charge that drone, couldn't I?
Yes.
Yay.
You are charging that drone, then?
Yes.
Charge that drone. Make your roll 2. Charge that drone.
Really?
That was not impressive.
Do 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 do. Wow.
Romeo, what are you doing from your hiding place on the other side of the map?
Brave, said Romeo. I'm gonna charge this guy. Right here.
Coming crashing over top of the manta.
No, I'm gonna go around, because if I'm doing a ramming action, I can move like 100 meters, so I'm pretty sure I can make a good loop.
Okay. And are you doing your flyby thing?
Yep.
Make your associated rolls.
Yeah, I did it. He can still dodge it. It's a thing you might be able to do.
He does not do that. What's the actual slicey dicey damage on that?
Because I moved double speed, that.
You're also gone, I imagine, as far as he need be concerned.
Yep. Hit and run strategies are good.
Is there a pen on that?
Let me see. Pen 4.
Okay, he is down as well.
Not dead?
He might be dead. He's on the ground.
Okay.
Carrion Beetles will finish him.
Herperjerp. Hodor, rather. The time
Okay,
has come or something.
let's do this. And I will charge. Can't charge that guy, but I can charge this guy. And I'm going to auto hit him.
Isn't that power every other round?
It is every other round.
Okay.
Fight me.
My bad.
You can
All
still
right.
charge a motherfucker with all the benefits that come with charge.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to punch him. So, was it plus 20 on a charge or plus 10?
Plus 20.
All right.
Boom. Fist him.
All right. He's fisted.
Holy crap, does he dodge? He rolled a 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Holy crit success.
I'm going to turn to him and be like, oh, good reflexes. That would not have been pleasant for you.
And I'm really good at fisting, so that's a surprise.
Fisting is probably my
Fister.
fisting, probably my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world.
Let's see here. Is that a success for him? It is not a success for him. Okay, he is running away.
You got scared?
You guys have just come in and within a turn or two murdered almost everyone.
And they shot me 4 times, and it looks like it did pretty much nothing.
Yeah, he's running away. He's running away.
We still have the problem of the drones.
You do get a free opportunity attack on him, but he's running away.
Oh, he gets no. Okay, he gets no dodge this time. Okay. Okay. Well, I have to actually roll the hit. So it does hit, and I think that's a righteous fury.
At that level of damage, that's kind of irrelevant. But if you really want to,
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
that's what, a body shot, 65 body? Yeah. Oh no, right leg. Oh no, yeah, body. Energy, body.
5.
Energy, body, 5. Yeah, the fury of the attack forces them to the ground, helplessly covering their face and keening in agony. Must make an agility test or catch fire, and also take 1d5 levels of fatigue.
He's dead though.
Yeah, he's on fire because all of him is on fire.
Okay.
And of course, Hodor's fisting comes with a burning sensation.
Nice.
Unfortunately, in this case, lubricant would only enhance the burning sensation. Because lubricant is flammable, that's the joke.
They say you're supposed to smoke after, but I don't think you're supposed to smoke that much.
They really don't make cream for that kind of pain.
Okay, so yeah, the remaining tower scattering.
Who's left?
Drones.
This air cast, however, is cut down by the mutants. I forgot to make their attack rolls. Did they get a bonus to strength for being beastmen?
Yeah, 10.
10? Okay. Okay, yeah. Actually, they successfully rip apart the Tau who were next to them. So it's just that one Tau who runs away. Just one Tau who successfully runs off into the woods.
I want to chase him down. I got a bike.
Watch out for flesh horrors and...
I have a bike.
Yeah, but they can just tackle you off of it.
I have a bike.
Probably not at the speeds he's going.
But also the dodge and that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, I get a plus 30 to all pilot checks on this thing. It's really maneuverable.
I mean, if you're going so fast, you probably have to make an awareness test to see them. And if you fail that and they attack you as you go by...
It's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You know what's not a what if? I have a bike.
True facts.
It's a
You're
truth.
such an optimist about your plans, Mike.
Captain, opportunity
Yes.
attack because one of the drones is backing away.
It's because I probably won't die if something hits me.
Unless it's operating at your tier.
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay. Roll
Oh.
Yo, that fury is righteous.
Although possibly irrelevant.
Also, that's not the one we're doing. But funny how you got 2 righteous furies. Good job.
It's probably the biggest hit I'll ever land.
Okay, yeah, you killed that drone 3 times over.
Yay, I thoroughly killed a drone. Hodor's over there with like 8 corpses he made.
Their blood
killed a
splattered
robot.
everywhere.
To be fair, at this point, Captain, that drone might have been a very, very, very distant cousin of yours.
Kinslayer.
I love it.
So Thaddeus, the only remaining things are 3 drones that are hostile. One of them damaged.
Well, let's see if I can hit one first. Oh, I can. 4 hits.
Is there a pen on that? I assume there's a pen on that.
4.
Okay, cool. You negate its armor.
Shame I don't have independent targeting, is it?
Oh, to be able to...
Shoot more than, yeah.
Isn't independent targeting where you can have a weapon in both hands and shoot 2 different people?
You might be right.
I mean, whatever the case is, your very first bullet kills it.
Oh. Rest in peace.
The Fire Warrior Commander decomposes slightly for his turn. Captain! Do you want to do horrible things to a robot?
I mean, I don't think I had the things that would let me hack it.
You do not. So let's do horrible things to a robot, shall we? That is a
Guess
robot.
I'm gonna have to. Womp womp. I really should up my weapon skill. I use it a lot.
Although you use your ballistic skill in an anomalously large amount too, compared to your weapon skill, despite clearly being a melee person.
Well, I mean, I'm better equipped for melee, so it's what I'm going with most of the time.
But usually you find yourself shooting things with your plasma pistol.
Often I find myself shooting things with a plasma pistol, but it's situational. It's
But
just about
okay.
using the best tool for the job.
Romeo, make your attack roll. For the fire warrior you are chasing down on your bike.
Yay.
Oh, I've got a doozy if you crit fail this. It will amuse me.
It's really hard for me to crit fail. I have I have to roll between a 91 and above to fail this.
Yeah, Eric's thinking of, that scene where that stormtrooper hits a tree?
No, I was gonna have a frog land on your face or something. It would amuse me.
He just falls into a den of those poison things.
Or a bug splats on your faceplate. But it's a giant, horrible-sized bug.
I should have gotten those windshield wipers on my helmet installed.
That imagery.
But okay, do your damage as well.
D. That's the shittiest damage.
Well, he's still technically alive.
Oh, is he in critical?
You do not know. He's still up, standing.
Okay. That's fine. I'll kill him next round.
What was the pin on that again?
4.
4? Okay. Okay, and Hodor. Let's see if you can murder a drone. At least one drone.
Alright, let's see.
Sadly, your mutants are out of charge range.
Alright. Booped him on his snoot. That was my roll.
Oh yeah, and it can't dodge. And that obliterates it. Especially because it was already damaged by the captain.
Can I do a baseball swing? See how far I can hit it?
Softened it up for you.
How far
With
does it
your
go
fist?
flying? No, I'm just did the demon sword.
Well, the demon sword more neatly cleaves it in half. Well, not neatly, very roughly cleaves it in half and incinerates parts of it. It's not very good for distance whacking since it cuts things.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright, my mic was.
Hi.
Howdy.
Alright. I will be right back. I'm just gonna do something real quick.
Okay. The fire warrior continues to run in terror. The drone, following its programming, continues to try and back away from the captain so it can fire at her. But neither has the intelligence to dodge nor disengage right now. So, Captain, you can make another opportunity attack. This came up during their invasion of the Tau base. Does that count your plus 10?
That does, in fact, count my plus 10.
Oh, that's physically painful.
If only I was Marcus, I could pull out a mirror and smile at myself.
No, unfortunately, Marcus still cannot do that.
I bet he practices every day, though.
It's possible. I mean, far more likely he would try to, masturbate in the middle of combat to get some kind of advantage somehow.
Well, they
There's
usually
a-
wouldn't see him. Well, I can't say I wouldn't see him coming.
No, you can't. Nor should you. Oh my.
Okay, Thaddeus, tag a shot on the last guy. Wait, was I muted when I said that, Thaddeus?
No, I was.
Okay.
I will do a single shot.
Boom.
Damage.
Shadoo boom. Okay, and the last drone goes down. You find yourselves in the clearing that was created by the gouge left by the orcas dropping. Romeo eventually runs down and murders the fire warrior.
I'm very happy about that.
And so he returns with the blades of his bike slick with blue blood.
Guess he just didn't have anything he felt like asking him.
So you find yourselves in the clearing, filled with a number of Tau corpses leaking their assorted blue fluids into the dirt, slowly decomposing and being devoured by the jungle wildlife, the small kind, until the large kind comes later.
What's the loot, though?
Well, I mean, the fire warriors had pulse weapons.
Any carbines?
Not on these guys, no.
Okay.
They were not intended to scout, they were intended to be a hard drop squad. These were the guys who were being dispatched to intercept Hodor during his assault on the governor's mansion.
What's in the Orca?
A lot of wreckage at this point that looks like anything useful has been brought outside and used to set up their little encampment. They have a holographic table there where the blue scribbles are. It seems to have been part of a communication center they were using to keep in touch with someone. They're not certain. You can see that there's still transmission information coming in, but none of you speak Tau.
Alright, well, let's get a recording of that information.
Is there any way that we could have someone play around with it and maybe figure out what happened to the crisis suit, which is still unaccounted for?
Well, you know that you saw more guys here when you were here originally. Like, more fire warriors in general. And it's not like their bodies are here.
So they might have sent a group to support someone else if they have comms. Can we, A crisis suit seems like it should be something fairly easy to track if they did go walking off.
Tracking? Did somebody say tracking?
Back.
I definitely said tracking.
What are
Something
we
I
tracking?
don't have.
Tracking.
A crisis suit?
Oh.
That's survival, right?
Yeah, it is.
That is what that is.
I'll help Thaddeus. Give him a +10.
That puts me at a +20. Hooray for everyone.
You succeed! Okay, yes, you can see where the crisis suit had headed off, along with, best to your estimate, somewhere between 10 and 20 men accompanying it.
Is that about right for the divergence in numbers you saw, Ronia?
Was it?
It does seem about right, yeah. Actually, there's a few more guys here than there should have been.
Okay.
With those numbers accounted for.
We should probably break their doohickey, though.
I mean, if there's nothing that we can get from it, certainly denying them the use.
Oh, if you want, just take it. Just take it. Hordo can carry this, no problem.
The problem
Carry
with
what?
grabbing, with picking up and carrying off a technical thing we don't know what it is that it might be a tracker, and among other things.
Should do a knowledge test. No?
I mean,
you can do a Forbidden Lord Xenos and see what comes of it.
I'll assist the captain. Oh wait, can I assist on an check?
I mean, if it's if you both have Forbidden Lord Xenos, what you do.
Alright, then yeah, I'm going to assist the captain, because my knowledge roll isn't very good.
Womp womp.
Is that including the plus 10 you get from me?
Yes.
Oh.
With you, Captain.
You know.
Something's up with your head.
We're about halfway through the session, right?
About halfway, yeah.
So I could use a fate point.
You could.
The question is, would I just be opening myself up to more disappointment?
Always.
Only one way to find out.
I mean, that's always a thing, right?
I super duper believe in you.
Oh.
I believed in you the whole time.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, at least you were one away from crit failure.
No, 95 is a crit fail, isn't it?
96 to 100.
Oh.
So yeah, that was literally one away.
Dice just hate you.
Apparently.
Dice for
Dice
the
hit
day.
everybody tonight.
I'm gonna restart my computer. Be right back.
Alright, see you when you get back.
It won't fix your dice.
Okay, so
Guys needs to be chatty with what's his face.
yeah.
We need more info.
And as far as the captain's rule goes, you are reasonably certain you're looking at a table.
Oh, it's the legs that gave it away.
It's a conference table and the ship still holding up, alright?
Oh yes, that's why you have it.
And this one doesn't look like it'd be better at catching fire than that one.
No, this is more of a technical, tactical planning table with holographic stuff. Not an imposing bullet hole ridden conference table.
Oh, imagine if we had this table and then we made holograms of wine and then laughed when Denev tried to grab them but couldn't because they were holograms.
They're not realistic, they're monochromatic.
She is
She
the
would give
smartest
us-
person here. She could tell.
Not with enough drink in her.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that if we did that, you would just stare us all down without pressing the button.
Quite possibly.
You not only can you not mess with booze, you cannot mess with the idea of booze.
The fact that you're not sure is basically how it's supposed to be.
But so, what is your guys' plan from moving forward from here? You have a down Tau craft, a bunch of dead Tau, and a table that is doing something transmission and coordination related.
Which direction did the crisis suit go in? Is it towards the other crash site?
It was heading to the southwest.
I am back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Some program is fucking with my RAM and eating all of it.
Oh, do you know what one?
No, I have no idea. No, it's in the non-paged pool, which I don't know what that is, but it doesn't tell me what it is that is taking that from.
Non-paged pool?
Yep.
Isn't that just the memory that isn't being used right now?
No, it is being used.
Oh.
It's like well, it kind of like assigned. So it's like a program's going, "This is my RAM. Don't touch my RAM."
Alright, so yes, the Tau party apparently went off somewhere towards the south.
Should we go kill him?
I'm fine with killing them.
We do.
I'm fine with killing them, and I'm fine with breaking, leaving, or taking this table.
Well, I don't see any particular reason to take it, but we probably shouldn't leave it lying around. Hodor, would you kindly punch the table, please?
Hodor punches table.
The table ceases to be a table.
And does he have to say that in third person? Like the action he's doing before he does it?
Doesn't he always?
I feel like it makes him less confused about what he's doing. It's like a mnemonic device, except for living.
So you guys are pursuing the Tau's own search team?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you guys have fun with that.
We could wait here and jump them on the way back. It's a thing too.
Whichever you guys believe is the most appropriate.
Up to Captain.
Oh, I'll bring it back myself anyways.
Alright. I'm not worried about most of the Fire Warriors. The only thing I'm worried about is that crisis suit.
There's got quite a few fire warriors.
Captain has hallucinogen grenades.
How big is thing?
The suit?
Mm.
It's one above hulking. I want to say that's enormous.
Guns must be pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's basically like almost Lehman Russ levels. Like the Lehman Russ is like crazy good even by vehicle standards, but it can punch on vehicle standard levels.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Shoot, go murder some Tau, I guess.
Okay, so doing the chasing as opposed to ambushing.
I mean, we'd like to chase them quietly if we can and ambush them along the way, but... Are you winning?
There's a lot of clicking.
Oh, sorry.
League.
Keyboarding.
That 8 p.m. though.
But oh right. So in that case, we will need survival tests to continue tracking these Tau. Otherwise, you could end up somewhere completely different.
Well, that's what the 4.4 was, right? Or was that separate from what we just did?
That was like to figure out the direction of them, not to track them for hundreds of meters through the woods.
I mean, how hard is it to track a crisis suit? Aren't they, like, really big?
They are fairly big.
I think
It's
the big
basically going to make a path through.
I'll give you a plus 10. Plus 20 with Odor's assistance.
It's your fault, Eric.
But I was smiling at you.
smile saves it. Smile saves it.
Does. Okay, and if you guys want to try and approach stealthily, you can make rolls for it. I have low hopes. Low expectations, rather.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but my internet just cut out and I had to do a troubleshoot.
Oh, well, you're here now.
Yep.
Well, once we're in range-ish, I'm just going to ram one of them down. Romeo's fast. He will be fine. I'm kind of hoping to draw out the crisis suit.
Well, is there any particular plan going into fight with an even larger group of fire warriors and a crisis suit?
Well, if Romeo's going to be all bike sprinty. Actually, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and take a couple of rounds of that and
Do you want to give me?
ahead.
Do you want to give me a hallucinogen grenade to just drop as I go by?
Sure. That sounds delightful.
Yay!
By the way, Captain, as you were gearing up for this expedition, your personal supply of hallucinogen grenades from the armory is 3 short.
Well, would you have noticed? How many did we have in the first place?
I can't recall how many, but she's the only one who uses them.
Well, me and the servo skulls have got some of them wired too.
Yes, but you also wired them into those servo skulls.
Yeah.
Do you keep track of how many you have?
She notices.
So, picked up hallucinogen grenades the first opportunity, huh?
What do you mean?
Isn't that what you said, that you picked up hallucinogen grenades at your first opportunity?
Yeah. We took them from the armory. But, you wouldn't know that. You just know they're gone.
Yeah.
She knows that you took them from the armory. Who is you is the thing that she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And she knows that someone took them.
Well, the only people that would have been in the armory would have been the tank crews.
Well, or a bajillion of people.
A not ship-sized amount of people.
Were the cameras down again?
That's a good question.
No, there was nothing aside from the fact that 3 grenades were missing.
Yay, ship-wide manhunts.
As I recall, we've tried a couple of those before, and they never seem to work out.
The ship is big. People can melt into it easily.
Sometimes literally. Although usually those ones don't come back.
Hey, I say it's worth doing just to put him on the back foot.
I mean, wouldn't hurt.
If only for the psychological effect, it's worth doing.
Psychological effect of what?
And I assume that the armory has a quartermaster.
Yes.
So at some point I'm going to have words with him about the security arrangements for the armory. Because I would really like it if our gear stopped walking away.
I'm wondering why you keep your personal gear in the armory, though. Like, wouldn't you keep them, just the hallucinogen grenades in your quarters or something?
Who keeps large quantities of weapons in their quarters?
Or
Me? Why would I not?
I mean, I can see, like, I would have a bunch of them down in my lab when I was working on them. But I can't really see a reason to have them all in my room.
And even then, you have a laboratory for working on them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Oh, look, a crisis suit.
Yes, there's a crisis suit. Because this is a crisis.
For the Tau.
And that's a suit.
Can I be stealthing at this point?
You personally can. Roll that. Roll that thing that you just mentioned.
Roll an initiative.
Who is it?
Is the crisis suit flying or no?
No, it's walking along leading the group.
Alright, I'm spending a fate to get max initiative. Oh, we're far away. I can't reach that in a charge. Maybe I can.
Yeah, it's okay. Let Romeo tag a couple of them with the bike.
How long is that? Is that 30? Does it say 30?
Man, you could almost charge up one side of that and Garanga them.
I can't. Well, I can kill a
Not
bunch of...
you, Romeo, with the bike that hits people.
I mean, I wish you could ram more than one person at once, but you can't. That'd be freaking sweet, though.
On the classic top-down GTAs,
I love those things, man. I should replay some.
yeah, but, right, so what it was is there would be a bunch of, Hare Krishnas, and you get, like, points, and then for hitting one of them, and then you get double the points for hitting the next one, then double the points for hitting the next one. And if you hit, like, all 8 of them, you get a Garanga.
Nice. I remember those old GTAs. They were great. They were so stupid.
And yes, and in it from everybody remaining. Everybody other than Romeo, because he did his. Romeo did his.
I'm not fading that because it doesn't really. I can't get to the crisis suit in one turn and punch it, so it doesn't really matter. I need some sort of fucking launcher.
You have a flamer.
A hand flamer. I need like a heavy bolter or something.
Oh, I have a storm bolter.
No, I need something with a blast. Otherwise, I'll never hit anything.
Well, heavy bolters don't have blast either.
Or yeah, I'm just gonna have to get a blast weapon.
Unless you load them with the kind of ammo that would have a blast. Like what Marcus uses.
I do want some of those.
Thaddeus with your initiative.
And stealth. Did well. Although there was a wrong roll, but still basically relevant. I think that actually comes out to be the same.
Yeah, the point is...
I don't know the bonuses of DH stuff.
But okay, so yes, Thaddeus does have his first turn. His turn
I'm
is...
going to be using my sniper thing. Weapon. It is a weapon.
It is a weapon.
I think I get a plus 32 because accurate, half aim accurate is 20, and then standard shots plus 10.
Yep.
And then I'm stealth, so they can't see me. So it's a cap out of 60.
Yeah, so you cap at 60. Which does, however, mean the captain cannot give you another plus 10 if you fail by a small degree.
Sadness.
Because you have all the plus you can get.
What are you shooting at?
The battlesuit.
Okay, awesome. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. It's the only thing that is more important than just, yeah. Let's do a damage. Where did I put my roll? Oh, that's it. Okay. Plus 2. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, you should feel ashamed at least.
I do, personally, as a human being.
Okay, that's good.
Do you have any way to reroll damage once?
On my other gun, I do.
Okay. I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, the auto gun, I can reroll damage. Just
Okay,
really pseudo.
And what is the pen on that? That's relevant.
3.
3 pen?
It says felling 2, if that matters.
That's for unnatural toughness.
You don't know.
No, wait, felling 2 is,
Yeah, it's unnatural toughness.
Yeah, that's what felling is for. Felling is for a natural toughness. That is explicitly what that stat does.
Okay. What's the one that makes it so your minimum damage is 2?
Proven.
Oh, okay, got it. I thought it was the other way around. That proven works on toughness. Okay.
And there's also Vengeful, which my weapon does have. Which makes Righteous Furies easier. But that wasn't a 9 or a 10.
Okay, the crisis suit is still up.
Am I still invisible from attacking with this weapon specifically?
I think they only get a penalty to notice where it came from, not necessarily no chance. Let's see what they roll. Okay, the Fire Warriors got a terrible roll. The Crisis Suit itself, who just got shot, yes. The Crisis Suit appears to... It, maneuvers around, angry, red-eyed, beating down on you. Captain.
Sorry, me?
No, the other captain.
Right, are any of these foliages cover, or are they just like bushes?
There are trees, and probably more of them than are displayed here.
And I am going to representatively take cover. Because as I said, I'm going to let Romeo take a shot up there and not pull a bunch of attention back here just yet.
Okay. Aside from the horrific sniper shot that pulled the attention of the death machine.
Aside from that, yes.
Hodor! Actually, Romeo has higher agility than Hodor, I assume.
What's Roman's
Okay.
agility?
6.
Okay, I got 44. It's not terrible, but I just take a lot of minuses to test with it.
Yeah. But since Romeo's primary skill is based off agility,
I know.
I assumed his was higher. So yeah, Romeo, your turn.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to look up a thing real quick.
Okay, and this is representative of a horde of fire warriors.
Cool. Awesome. So I'm gonna do a thing, which is evasive maneuvering. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Actually, how far are these guys from me?
As far as they are. On the
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do evasive maneuvering, so I'm gonna roll that real quick. God damn it. That's not that good, but that's okay. So they take a -10 to hit me. I'm going to zoom past them so I end up somewhere down here. And I'm going to drop a hallucinogen grenade within their ranks. And that thing affects anyone within a 10-meter radius. So that should hit.
looking at.
Yeah.
We're instead going with the Dark Heresy hallucinogen grenade rules.
Yes.
Very similar, but it's only blast 6, but it's harder to resist.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to drop it in the center because I want to get the most dudes I can.
Okay, moving at that speed, I'm definitely going to still require you to make a test.
Okay.
So yeah, give me a... do you have thrown weapons?
I do not.
Okay, give me an untrained ballistic skill.
Got it.
So -20 ballistic skill.
You know what? I'll fate point that because I don't even care. There you go. Damn, I don't save it.
Do you have drive-by attack on that?
I'm not making an attack, I'm just dropping a thing. Literally, I'm rolling with a grenade up in the air, screaming, I have a grenade, and then just letting go at some point.
I think that still counts as an attack roll.
Yeah, and I just made an attack roll.
Yeah, I know, but that you can't actually do that unless you have like a talent for it.
Well, no, I mean, I'm making an attack roll to see how accurately I drop it, but all I've done is drop a thing. I literally just dropped it at my feet. Just my feet move very quickly right now.
As a curiosity, have you guys had microbeads open at all in this?
I have no reason to have microbeads open. Hey man, if you want me to make this legit, then all I have to do is not give myself a negative to get hit, which is a neg 10, and then half action to move, half action to drop. The bike's fast.
No, because you can't stop to drop it and then move again. You have to move and then
Yeah,
drop.
I didn't stop ever. I just went.
Well, you can't.
Dropping is a free action. Why can't I do it in the middle of the movement?
Because I would assume it also means pulling the pin on the grenade, and that's why throwing it is a half action.
If you're telling me, so what you're saying is, if you really want to get into this, then I will take a half action to prime it, not do evasive maneuvers, and then still drop it in the middle of my half action movement, because half action movement on this bike is 50.
And it's a half action because you're throwing it. Like, the act of throwing is more involved than dropping.
Because evasive maneuvers is a full action, but neg 10 isn't something I'm going to lose sleep over either. It's nice. Negates my hulking.
I just think, like, for other characters that need to, to be able to attack and move, need to take a talent for it.
Vehicles are weird and different. Because technically I'm using vehicle rules, except skimmers don't have to move any movement at all to turn. Otherwise I should care about facing. And the fact that the bike has 8 armor on all sides. It doesn't make any difference. But, like, yeah, technically I'm in tank controls right now. Just, there's a bunch of reasons why it's just easier to ignore it. Well, there's a bunch of reasons why it's just negated because it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, I actually do have different armor on different sides. That's cool. Better armor than I thought, too. Holy crap.
And hold on 1 sec. Okay, yeah, bear back real quick, just have to grab food.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so you drop a hallucinogen grenade there. There is an effect, although the specifics of it are something that you will find out when they come up.
Hooray. Does the crisis suit pilot need to make a check too?
Yep.
Because that'd be funny.
He does.
I'm saying he doesn't because I'm classing a battle suit a bit differently from regular person armor.
Okay, makes
Okay.
sense. But you're gonna have his buddy shooting at him, maybe. If we're lucky.
Well, there's any number of potential things that could happen. All right, so yes, Hodor. What is Hodor doing? Do a Hodor thing.
Okay. Let's see. Unpack my options here. Nothing's within range, so I'm going to move to here. Right. Take cover behind this bush. And that's going to be my turn. Can I do like a defensive action or?
I assume that was your run distance, wasn't it?
My run distance is like 40. Maybe I'll.
That'd be sprint, wouldn't it? Which is different from run.
I guess I'll just sprint over here.
Okay. Okay, crisis
I thought you
suit's
needed
turn.
like brutal charge to sprint through people or something like that.
I didn't sprint through anything.
Oh, you're up there.
And Thaddeus, there's a shot coming at you. Do you desire to dodge this shot that is coming at you?
Might do. Was that dodge? I mean, I'm lying down, by the way. I probably should say this in advance.
Okay.
You being
Which
prone?
Chameleon Line Cloak gives a bonus or gives them a penalty. They shoot a range further away than they are.
Okay. Prone also gives you a penalty to dodging.
Oh, doesn't it? Probably wouldn't then. I need to dodge. It's the only thing I've got.
Yay. I hope that's enough.
But as long as it's a single shot.
The one that hits, yes. Although you do need to move at least 3 meters away because it is a blast 2 weapon.
Okay.
And the fire warriors all begin screaming and firing directly downwards at their own legs. Exact same result the fire warriors got when they burst into that room.
They're doing what now?
They're shooting at their own legs.
They're shooting the bugs off them. The horrible, horrible bugs. That are crawling up their legs right now.
Yes. Thaddeus.
Just the plus 30 now. I get. Oh, fuck you.
The captain can smile at you. It's a thing.
I can't handle.
Right, it only gives me a D10. That's pointless.
Is that?
Yeah.
Their armor isn't that high. If you roll,
well, I'm always shooting at the crisis, aren't I? So.
Yeah, even then, like hazard suits, which are the better version of the crisis suits, at 15. I want to say this thing is like 8 or 9.
No, it's up to you, Captain. Really.
It also gives plus 20 to hit because it's huge.
Oh, yeah, right. Size enormous.
Oh, then yeah.
You did it.
Go team.
Give me a second. I have to click lots.
So, like, damage though.
Nope. If it's only 2 degrees, I think I get what, an extra D10 on that. I can't remember if it's every 1 or 2. Do I get a bonus? Is it 1 or 2 degrees?
It gives you plus 20.
Oh no, for the extra damage from accurate, right?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's for every 2 degrees, I believe.
Actually, but also, yeah, that doesn't count the bonus to shot range either. Which famine. So I think I cap out at 60 again.
Yeah, it seems like it.
2d10 plus a number. Respectable.
20 damage.
Same as last time, was that?
Yeah, it is. I scrolled up as soon as you said respectable. I was like, I thought that was horrible.
Well, it was on a
Okay.
2d10. Well, actually, yeah, it is bad, technically. It's below average, slightly below average.
Bless you.
That was 4 pen, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, right. A thing happens.
Scary things?
Maybe.
It explodes.
No. Okay, the battle suit goes offline. All the lights go dark.
I'm so
Well, it's
excited.
not a good thing. Unless he transforms.
Oh, dude, maybe we can take it.
If you want.
I'd be so happy. I don't know if we can fix it, but it'd be cool.
Even as it is, it's probably alright.
I mean, it's just because you take like a pretty okay negative to tech use to fix Xenotech.
Yeah.
Which is the bad part.
Okay,
True.
Captain. It's your captainly turn again.
Yay. So the crisis suit has gone offline and most of the tower are shooting themselves.
Yes.
Then I would like to take aim from behind my tree here and shoot one who is not shooting his own legs.
All of them are doing that.
Literally all of them.
All of them are doing that.
I don't see any reason to interrupt them.
Romeo, do you see any reason to interrupt them?
I don't feel like shooting them breaks the hallucination, right?
Not as far as you've seen up to now.
I'm gonna shoot them then. They get shot.
Okay, do it.
I'm gonna move to half range just to make the map easier for me.
Okay.
Hey, I did it.
Okay. What are you opening fire with?
Sorry, yeah, I'm opening fire with the splinter gun.
Okay. So how many shots is that?
4, maybe 5. I don't know if partial degrees make another hit.
I think it's round down.
Okay, then 4, and if one of them drops,
The thought Reverend said that it was.
You said it was from the tens place.
I'm totally cool with the 10s place because it means that I'll get shot less later. And I'm happy with that.
What's up? That's 4 shots, you said?
Yep, and I can spread those out across people because they seem to be in pretty close quarters.
Well, it's also a horde, and the tokens are just representative of that horde.
Oh, okay, then yes, I shoot them a bunch with poison darts.
Right.
And I hope they get poisoned.
There was pen on that, correct?
Yes.
How much?
It is pen 3.
Okay, you just barely managed to actually hurt them.
On all hits?
I'm basically just taking the damage of the first hit there.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, poison's fun now.
It's a horde, so that part's mostly irrelevant. It's, do you deal any amount of damage? If yes, then you kill a member of the horde.
Okay, cool.
Per hit. So full auto weapons and 10 play, 10 blast shit as well. Hodor, do you want to Hodor something?
I'm gonna Hodor a few things.
Hodor that shit.
And now for the traditional Hodoring.
Seems like the place that can do the most damage, so I'm charging.
Leroy charging.
And then we're gonna take out. We're gonna kill. We're gonna take out a few of the fire warriors.
Oh, right. Make it work.
I'm sure they die.
Oh yeah, you're charging with your demon sword, aren't you?
Yes.
So, yeah, let's call that 3 of them. The crisis suit continues to not be functional. The fire warriors continue shooting all around their legs, screaming in Tau. Captain, there are now 3 Tau screaming and shooting at their legs. The other ones have shot their own legs off, set themselves on fire, and murdered themselves.
I suppose I can take one aimed shot. Alright, so half action aim, single shot is
Plus 20.
okay, and it is not half range. I should just save my bullets, I really should.
Romeo.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot more dudes though.
Okay, go ahead and shoot more dudes. Undude them.
Fuck it, I'm a fate point. I'm sad.
Hodor, do you want to Hodor anyone?
Yeah. I will. So we're not going to go. We're leaving the crisis suit alone right now.
Yeah, I think the intention is to attempt to recover it.
I mean, if you want to tear the door off and pull the guy out, that's the thing you can try to do.
We can probably fix the door.
Yeah.
Also, quick
You
question.
don't actually know how they open.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's
Quick-
not intuitive.
It might be intuitive to Tau.
You're right. You're
There's
correct.
nothing on it that says doors here.
Oh, what about affordances?
All the fire warriors are dead. Okay.
No, 3 of them are alive,
One.
screaming and firing at their legs.
And then I'm gonna punch this tower right there. Actually, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take this Tau and try to throw it into these Taus.
I think the plural of Tau is just Tau.
That is true. That's a fact statement.
Okay.
You successfully hucked the Tau into another Tau.
All right. What's the damage on that?
On a thrown Tau.
Not a lot. I think they armor and toughness it out.
Isn't it like a D10 plus my strength bonus? Or yeah.
Yeah, okay. I should look up like accurate hard rules for that at some point, but we can go with that.
Okay.
Alright, so we are left with 1 screaming Tau Fire Warrior. The crisis suit is still offline. Is anyone doing anything about the last remaining screaming Tau?
I think I'm just going to start trying to advance in the crisis suit at this point.
Oh, right. So if no one is doing anything further, that Tau eventually kills himself.
Yay.
He still had 3 more turns of that hallucinogen effect on him. He was not going to survive.
Damn. It's a bad roll he got.
Well, I was going to say, the effect seems to be uniform across Tau, which is kind of interesting.
Actually, it was just that the Horde gets 1 roll.
Well, yeah, but you said that happened to the other Tau before. They just happened to roll the same thing?
Yeah. It's a 1d100 roll, and 90 to 100 is that, and the previous group of Fire Warriors rolled that, and this group of Fire Warriors rolled that.
Well, I see no in-character reason not to believe the Tau have differing chemistry and a identical reaction until I see otherwise.
Well, you're also not aware of that other data point because you were not part of that expedition to murder those Tau.
Oh, that's fair.
And is Gaius here? Do we have a Gaius?
Yeah.
Oh, we do have a Gaius. I need to turn up Gaius's volume. He sounds quiet.
Did he just show up?
I've been here.
You didn't even say hi.
Pretty sure I made like 2 or 3 snide comments. That's
They didn't
basically
go
an
through.
agreement.
Oh, I think your thing is just quiet. I've got you cranked up to 200% volume and you're still very quiet.
See, can you hear me now?
I mean, I can hear you, but you're still just as quiet.
Give me 1 sec. Any better?
A little, I think.
Not quite sure what's going on with this thing, but I am here.
Okay. Well, I mean, certainly while the group is down there trudging through the woods, getting bugs and dirt and mud on themselves, and also blood, in addition to several other fluids that they probably cannot identify.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yes, it's a wonderful experience. While all that's happening, you're drinking wine with the planetary governor.
Indeed, I am.
Did you have any chatty plans for this planetary governor?
Well, I think in general, I just want to make this transition of power as smooth as possible, and just make sure he's comfortable.
Specifically, though, we do want to know anything he knows about,
Glidewell.
Thank you.
Also, side thing, if you could get on tape at some point that he relinquished his position as governor during the revolution or anything like that, that would help us a lot in instilling our own government.
You already
Yeah, we
did.
should have all like the stuff around. We already have that.
Trust me.
Oh,
You're
okay,
with
cool.
Gaius, you're being recorded.
I believe we already established you guys have to specifically tell me you're not recording something. Otherwise, I assume you're recording it.
We did say that.
Just because of how many servo skills you guys have and how often you've said, yes, you're recording this. That is now your default state.
And he totally did say that last session, so we got it.
Alrighty.
Technically, he'd said that he'd maintained the position to, ease the transition.
Yeah.
He hadn't actually abdicated it.
That's when we get him super drunk and chatty, get all the dirt on Glidewell, basically firm our position with the propaganda that we're going to use and explain to him in layman's terms how demons got on. And then he can tell the people. It works so well for everybody.
Well, the demon part you've established pretty well, at least.
Do we tell him about the ethereal being dead? I don't see a good reason to.
I don't see any reason to tell him anything that we don't need to.
Okay.
Well, you do have him
I
there.
mean,
An important thing about the other guys, what are they doing? did they just report that, or did they give anything else with that?
The Loyalist Tower?
Yes.
They didn't even report that. You intercepted transmissions about it.
Oh, okay.
They were very frantic transmissions. Very angry, frantic transmissions.
But how? How did we do that? We don't know Tau. No one can read it or listen to it.
some of the transmissions were not in Tau, or at least not entirely in Tau.
Alright.
Yeah, they have humans on their side, yeah? Yeah.
Well, the loyalists, no. They're the guys we're fighting with.
Yeah, no, I thought they had human sympathizers as well. Like, it wasn't just Tau that were loyalists.
Not that I'm aware of.
You're not sure who the transmissions were going to or coming from. You just know that not all of them were in Tau.
Well, that's interesting.
Or at least not all entirely in Tau.
I wonder how the secessionists will react. The secessionist Tau will react when they know that their previous ethereal died.
You had already established from questioning one of them that they thought the ethereals already had died. It was news to them when you revealed that they hadn't.
Alright.
Oh, did they try to kill the ethereals previously?
Probably just in the crash died, they thought.
Can we
Actually,
make propaganda on that?
Say that the general feeling seemed to be, oh my god, the ethereals are alive, that's great news. Why didn't anyone tell us this?
But I mean, can we let it be known among the secessionists somehow that there was at least one ethereal? They were on our side, and they are dead now at the hands of secessionists? Because that could be handy.
I mean, if the Tau would have listened to an ethereal, if ethereal revealed themselves,
Then you think they would have already?
it seems weird that the ethereal didn't show himself sooner and command the Tau, the loyalist Tau, the secessionist Tau, sorry, to stand down. Yeah, it seems weird. It seems strange.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that even if they wouldn't have listened to the ethereal, there would still be a pretty massive wave of guilt for being involved with killing one.
No, I mean they didn't know he was alive, so why didn't the ethereal reveal himself and tell the other Tau to stop what they were doing?
Because I think they would have gotten respected elder house arrest where they get a very nice retirement home to live in and no ability to give orders. Which is why he didn't reveal himself, but
I mean,
dead he can be a symbol.
I mean, it's not like we don't have recordings. We record everything.
Well, as far as what's taking place on the ship, I believe Gaius now has quite the what would you call it? Collection of topics worth interrogating about.
Well, we probably got enough from this guy to do the same kind of flim flam we pulled on the arcs if we wanted to.
But anything more you wish to inquire him about then?
I mean, I can't think of anything in particular other than what's already been stated.
All the gossip on Glidewell, everything he's done. Any idea
And,
where he might be or might normally be.
Communications method. I'd like to know how they're talking to.
Because
Well-
obviously he's a harbinger of demons that came in once they went away from the Emperor's light, and we need to, go be paladins after this is done.
Well, so you can inquire of all those things then.
So, buddy, how you doing? How you doing right now? Been having a good day? I think it's a good day. I think it's a good day for both of us. So, what's up, buddy?
I think I almost died many times today. Where did the rest of you go?
but who's counting, really?
Now there's wine.
So, your friend, your old buddy, Gladwell. What's his story? Where he come from?
Lord Gladwell. He do a charm, by the way. Charm check.
Yeah.
Lord Glidewell has been one of our primary trade partners and suppliers. We have no void ships of our own. We need our shipments brought by someone.
So what did he ship in for you, huh? What was he dealing? What were you buying?
Primarily food.
Hmm.
He took medical supplies as payment.
And where did he take these medical supplies?
I'm uncertain. None of our citizens boarded his vessels. He left some of his crude mercenaries here as security.
When did he start dealing with this planet anyway?
Several years ago. I could not tell you the exact date. It was during my father's tenure.
And when do we know when the Tau showed up?
After that, certainly.
But like by years?
Let's say I'd set the precedent of 2 years ago.
So yeah, you had a good long relationship with this Gladwell fellow.
Yes, we know that he's a trade operator here on the fringes of the Expanse.
Any particular hangouts? How did you meet him? You know, he shows up, helps you out. Where does he go?
Off to whatever other trade endeavors he's engaged in. I'm certain that he would be more than willing to cooperate with your whatever it is exactly that you are attempting here.
Well, given that he's been dealing in warp-tainted crude, something tells me that he's been somewhat of a harbinger of these demons. This has been going on for quite some time, hasn't it? Poor planet.
The Lord Glidewell is the cause of the demons. I thought it was our turning away from the Emperor's judgment.
Well, to be fair, he has been coming in for a while. Couldn't that have pushed the idea a little bit? Him and the Tau, both dealing in demons. You know, they're snakes.
You know, you have all these good things coming to you, and you're not inclined to question it. That's where bad things happen.
That's what demons do. They get in, they get you with false promises, things that seem too good to be true, and then they turn you away from the light of the Emperor. It's so sad.
And then next thing you know, you're nearly eaten by a demon, and I have to save you.
And do me up a deception check there as well. I'm assuming you have deception trained.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna fake that one.
That is worth fading.
Oh.
You can fade it as many times as you like, but I don't know if you want to blow all your fade on it or not.
Well, we're winding down here, so I might as well. There we go.
Nice.
I am, of course, eternally grateful for you rescuing me from that demon and the Tau that had infiltrated our government.
You have to be careful for who you can trust. And because you've trusted the wrong people, I need to know everything you know about them.
So obviously we're going to have to go take care of him before he messes up any other planets in the future.
My interactions with Lord Glidewell were very limited. I met him at several functions of important individuals on the planet. He attended. Usually brought a large, scarred man with him.
A large, scarred man. Just his bodyguard?
Something of the sort. That you never saw them apart.
And any other things you could tell me about this fellow, beyond the scarring?
He was certainly older.
Sorry, I'm not sure if I can even ask this, but how tall? Like Space Marine tall, or like tall for a dude?
Well, Romeo's certainly in the middle of murdering Tau.
Yep.
About how tall would you say he is?
Certainly taller than me. Imposing man.
Hmm.
Well, you did see our associate Hodor before, correct? About that tall?
Oh, by the Emperor, no.
Oh good, no more of those.
Terrifying, imposing man, but he struck me far more as a world-wise sort. If I had to guess, I would say from a penal world?
And how many penal worlds are there around here?
Oh, dreadfully few, if any.
I did hear that someone called Glidewell was caught up in a crime syndicate. That makes sense. But to think he was a harbinger of demons, too. That's just horrible.
truly tragic that so many dangerous men have found their way to your world.
Well, it's not as if us here have been particularly disinclined to danger or rougher sorts. I've certainly killed a few creatures on the planet myself.
Oh, the creatures here are nothing compared to demons, unfortunately.
Of course, I would never think to compare them. But we are, of course, we are a hardy people. Even the swords the Tau gave me did not sit idle. I went on hunting expeditions, killed them with a blade as opposed to a gun.
Oh, you haven't gone against the Emperor's principles after all. That is good to know.
Yes, I've even killed a lifeberg, massive creatures as they are.
I thought they were myths. Eric?
Yeah?
I thought they were myths.
You don't know if they are or aren't.
I don't know if I can insight him. Curious whether he's like basically exaggerating.